Hey. Welcome, everyone. It is the Queen's table. I know it feels like a while since I've been on. It was just last week, but I miss you guys. Thank you all for tuning in to hype-radio.com. It is your girl, Jaja. I have the beautiful and talented Honeyleek. She is in the building with us today. Let's give her a round of applause.
Yay,
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. How are you doing, hon?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Trying to fight through these allergies.
Yes.
To be honest,
Yes, indeed.
yeah, all the smoke, and then there was a fire today, and then you got the pollen and the wind. It's just
and the heat now.
and the heat. Put the heat on top of everything. It just makes it all the worse.
Right.
Yeah. So, definitely, like I said, welcome to the Queen's table. I'm glad you were able to pull up a seat this evening to the Queen's
thank you
table.
for having me.
For sure. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. But first of all, I want to thank all of my viewers for tuning in. Thank everybody in Facebook land. Thank everybody that's listening to us on the World Wide Web. We definitely appreciate you here at Hype Radio. And, of course, I appreciate you and love you all on the Queen's table. I'm going to go ahead and get into it so you guys can learn about this lovely lady that we have. This is Sacramento's Hype. She is a singer. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and let her introduce herself. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm going to allow her to do that. So let the people know who you are, what you do, and exactly where you're from.
I am from Oakland, California, East Oakland to be exact.
Hey, town business in the house. Okay.
I am 24 years old, and right now I do singing. I do a little modeling, but I also work at YU. It's next to Castlemont High School.
Okay.
So I work with kids 13 to 24 years old.
Awesome. All right. And so you work with kids. What exactly are you doing with the kids?
I'm a case manager.
Ah, look at you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl. Do you went to school for?
No, I actually just, after high school, I've started volunteering there as a member, and then I went through the summer cohort.
Okay.
And then through that, I just got placed, and I just maneuvered through the center, and then just got placed and elevated through the whole center.
Check you out. Well, you must be a pretty talented young lady, not only just musically, but also being able to connect with the youth.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, now we're going to talk about your music here. And so I'd like to know, as far as musically, what all do you do? You're a singer, but a lot of times there's hidden talents there. Is there anything else that you do musically?
No, I think I'm really good at singing, but also I think it also is I write everything that I make, so I think it's also just about storytelling and just, I feel like music is a different language, so I feel like you could really just write your whole experience, get all your, closure, emotions out, and I feel like I do that very well.
Awesome. So, did you ever do poetry? Because that's definitely a language there, and a lot of times people gravitate from poetry into one of those lanes. Is that something that you do?
No, I actually never really got into it, but I mean, I've done like a little classes here and there, but I never really did that before the music.
Okay, all right. Now your name, Honeyleek. Let's get into that. Where did it come from?
So, a lot of people used to say that I was like a snow bunny, and I was like, no, I'm not a white girl.
Right.
So I was like, no, I'm a honey bunny. So then a lot of people used to call me Leek because my name's Malika.
Okay.
And so then I just combined the two. I was like, Honeyleek. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pause right there. Snow Bunny. Now I'm not seeing Snow Bunny. I see a mixed girl for sure.
Yeah.
But was it because of your skin tone that they said Snow
I
Bunny?
guess maybe. I don't know. I've always been kind of like, oh, you're light skinned. You don't even really look like you mixed with nothing. And so I was just like, no, don't get it twisted.
Right.
Like, I'm definitely mixed with a bunch of stuff.
Exactly. Well, first of all, we're gonna look at your hair. That's a telltale sign. And in your features, I looked at you before. She's all masked up right now, so I'm confused on y'all. But okay, all right. And so let's just really we're gonna dive in a little bit more about you, and as far as musically, who did you grow up listening to? Who's been your influences in music?
I listened to a lot of Emery and Keisha Cole. So even though that's not really how I sound or how my music is portrayed, I definitely listened to them a lot. Definitely Keisha Cole mainly though, because even though I was pretty young when I started listening to her, I could just feel the emotion that she put into her music, and that's where I always wanted to be.
Oh yeah, certainly. She definitely has a lot of pain,
Mhm.
definitely a lot of emotion.
Mhm.
We've heard some triumphs in her music as well. But when she first came out, she was definitely giving Mary J. Blige
Mhm.
vibes.
Yeah.
I would say that she would be the next version of Mary J. in this particular era of music.
Mhm.
But when I hear your music and I was listening to your songs, I get some Amanda Perez. Have you
Mhm.
ever heard? You know who that is?
Mm.
Okay, that's the vibe. I guess so you gotta look her up. But you guys might know who she is. But those are the vibes that I get from the music that I hear.
Mhm.
And so as far as like you said your influences were Akeisha Cole primarily. She's from town. I know y'all know that.
Mhm.
Did you ever? A lot of time, musicians kind of I don't know mimic sounds from
Mhm.
them to learn music.
Mhm.
Did you go to school or did you really learn it from, the artists that you listen to?
I think it was a mixture between growing up. My dad was a bass player, so he was always really like in tune with music. So that's kind of how I had like a really open mind when I listened to a lot of music. But
Okay.
also, I went to Holy Names High School, and I was a part of their choir slash vocal ensemble for all 4 years.
Yeah.
And so I think just diving into different genres of music and growing my voice, I just kind of found it as I went.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And we shared that in common. I actually did choir too
Yeah.
in high school. I loved it. It was fun.
Yeah.
We were a traveling choir.
Mhm.
Shout out to Vallejo Senior High.
Mhm.
So we were a traveling choir, and we had a little bit of acting in there too.
Mhm.
So it was just fun being around singers of all different levels and
Yeah.
being able to play and just experience music and learn with music on a whole different level. So it
Yeah.
does really, if you're musically inclined or artistically inclined, it turns on a light for you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, as far as knowing that this is what you wanted to do, was there a particular song or was there someone in particular that let you know that this is what I'm supposed to do? This is going to be the career that I pursue?
I think it was just the passion inside. Like whenever I would listen to music or whenever I sang, I just felt a different kind of energy. It was something that just kind of always stuck with me. And when I was a member at Youth Uprising, they also have studios there.
Okay.
So I would work with a producer. His name is Bradley. And that's kind of how I felt like, okay, this keeps coming back to me. I feel like I should really start pursuing this more serious. So he started making a couple beats, and that's how I came out with Calling My Phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, shout out to Youth Uprising, and we're gonna get into your song next. Shout out to Youth Uprising. We actually had Sid Howard. I don't know if you know him.
That does
He's from Oakland. I know he's part of the Youth Uprising as well. So we want to shout out to them. But I do want to go ahead and get into your music since you led into that. So let's talk about that. With this particular song, who helped you produce? What inspired the song? And I'm just go ahead and let you intro so we can get right into it and find out a little bit more about.
Okay,
Honeyleek.
so as I said, Bradley produced the beat. I actually made this a long time ago. I made it when I was like 19, 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, we were just listening to beats on YouTube, and I found this beat that I really liked. And he was like, I got you.
Okay.
So then he made the beat for me. And then I actually recorded at Grill Studio. It's in Emeryville.
At the Grill? Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Grill.
Yeah, and at the time I was working with Sean Sauce, and we just we did it and featured Rochelle Nicole. She's the one who introduced me to the Grill Studio. She's also another artist from Richmond, California.
Okay.
And so I just got into it, and basically the song is basically just, I was dating a girl, and I felt like at the time she wasn't really trying to, mess with me like that because I didn't have it all there.
Okay.
And then once I started, getting through life and I started getting some more traction, I felt like she was just trying to talk to me just because she sees how I'm progressing. So I was like, you're calling my phone now, but you wasn't talking to me when
right,
I
you
didn't
wasn't
have
checking
it like
for me
that.
before, right.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, and so then I just wrote the song.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I actually, I'm just going to go ahead and ask a question before I forget. So, was she older than you or younger than you?
I believe she was maybe a year or two younger than me.
Oh, Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you got nerves, honey boo, and now you done missed out. So, we going to go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and drop that, DJ. No, not yet. Okay. We're still getting it queued up here. All right. So, all right. So, while we're waiting for the come together of your music,
Yeah.
we're just gonna go ahead and just proceed on. Now, are you? I know a lot of people when it comes to singing, a lot of us are shower singers. I'm a shower singer. Church singing. Was any of that in your background? Or was that something that you used to do as well? And just like, especially the bathroom acoustics. It's just something about the bathroom.
Definitely shower singing. I feel like it's just a whole nother kind of sound. It sounds like, another studio, an in-home studio almost. But I never sang in church. I didn't really go to church that much. I feel like I went younger with like my cousins and all that, but the older I got, I was like, nah.
No,
I
okay.
love the Lord and Savior, and I do my thing at home.
Right. I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, God is within you. You are a goddess, so
Yes. Thank you.
Some folks just go to church to, as they say, fellowship with others, but you can fellowship with your peers at home, your friends and what have you. So, to each his own.
Yeah.
As far as like the creative process for your music, what does that look like? Do you have to have a particular type of environment? Do you like to write before you get in? Do you like to hear the music and then write? How does that look for you?
Usually what it is for me is I usually have to kind of be by myself, so I'll be at home and I'll just be kind of bored and I'll be like, let me just listen to beats on YouTube and think of what to write. And so I'll listen to beats, I'll think of like a tune, and then I'll just start writing whatever the beat makes me feel. Like it could be happy, upbeat, then I'll be writing a happy song. It sounds like it's going to be emotional, I'll write an emotional song, a love song, something like that. And so I definitely have to write before I get into the booth, because once I'm in the booth, I just want to get in there, get it done.
Especially when you're paying. A lot of times you're paying. If you go to the grill, unless you got the hookup, you are paying for that time. So totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I want to thank everybody. I see you guys tuned in. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Queens Table. It's hype-radio.com. I want to thank everybody who's listening to us on the World Wide Web. We definitely appreciate you. I have the beautiful and talented Honeyleek in the building, y'all. And she's actually just giving us an awesome exclusive interview. We're learning a little bit more about her. She's from the town, y'all.
Yes.
We got town business up in here.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And so, as far as the music goes, right now we're experiencing a little technical difficulties. But if you do want to hear the songs, I want to definitely allow her to give you her social platforms that her music is available. I definitely want you to tune in because she definitely has some very, I would say, the music, when I listen to it, I definitely feel the emotions in the song. And I love any song that I can, connect emotionally to. And I love singing, period. So, go ahead and give them your platforms of where they can actually locate your music. You brought 2 songs with you tonight. So I want to go ahead and, put that out there for the people.
My Instagram is Honeyleek with 3 E's and an underscore after the K. And then to find me on YouTube, it's the same thing, Honeyleek with 3 E's underscore after the K. And then SoundCloud, I believe, is the same. So yeah.
Okay. So your music would be SoundCloud. You're on YouTube as well?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and that would be under your name?
Yes.
Okay, she just spelled that out for you. Are you on any like Spotify, any of those as well?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, you can definitely check her out there. She's on IG as well. Now, how are you connecting with your people online? What's your online presence like?
I feel like I do connect with people. A lot of the time, I really do like to just connect with people just to see, like, how they feel about my music, or like I do like critiques too, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to grow.
Right.
So whenever I put out a song or something, I'll be like, let me know how you feel about it. Some people will DM me and be like, oh, this is great, or oh, we want to work with you and all that kind of stuff. So it's great. But I definitely want to keep growing and, Right.
Now, I know right now with the quarantine, we can't do venues, can't really go out and perform. There's a
Right.
couple of festivals and things like that that are allowing you to do a couple of things out here in the Sacramento area where they're performing outside. But on your social media, are you like doing any like live performances, any covers, anything like that? Is that something that you do as well?
I never actually have done that, but that is actually a good idea. I've never really thought about that though.
Yeah, it is. So your people, I think personally, the people can be able to hear your voice, hear your range, and things like that, and connect with you. You know, they just really get a feel for you because they could just they see you live and direct. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And you're able to talk to them if you want to get engaged like that. You can
Yeah.
talk with them too, see what kind of music they want to hear. You know, hear you do. So. Now, as far as venues goes, what venues did you do? Whether it's prior to the quarantine or anything that you have coming up?
Actually, I've never really performed anywhere, really. I think
Not
the only
yet?
no, the only place I ever performed was probably when I was like 19, 20, and Castlemont was doing a showcase, and then I performed that. Did I perform that song? No, I performed another song that hasn't been released, but I performed a song there, and I mean, people were really liking it, but that's also when I was back and I was shy and I was a little insecure, and I was like, trying to be hidden about it, but now I'm just like, I might as well go after it. Is what I like to do.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. Are you connected with any of the like the local venues out here? I know they have, I believe, the Cocoon Room. They have different places like that out here where they're doing them on the patio and things like that. I mean, that's a good way for you to put yourself out there and connect here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
I have a couple of other places in mind, but that's the first place that came to mind. I know that they're doing things now. So, yep. Now, again, thank everybody for tuning in. You guys can't tell how beautiful this lady is because she has her mask on. So I'm going to ask her, can you dip the mask down low and get them curls out your eyes so that people can see you?
I got some curls.
Yes, isn't she lovely? So yes, this is Honeyleek, you guys, and we unfortunately aren't able to play her music tonight, but I want you to go check her out. Definitely from here, go follow her social media on IG. We'll make sure that she gives that information again once we finish up here. She's on YouTube. She's on SoundCloud as well. So you guys will be able to listen to her music there. Now, have you collaborated yet with any known artists, anybody that we would know?
Like I said, Rochelle Nicole is on my song "Call on My Phone." She's an artist from Richmond, California, and she has I think a pretty good following there. Other than that, none of my released music so far I have collaborated with, but I definitely want to collaborate with people.
For sure. Is there anybody in mind? I know a lot of times we have a top 2, top 5. Is there anybody in mind?
Right now it's Official Yelly. She's actually from Sacramento. I just really like her voice and I like her spirit, so I'd really love to collaborate with her.
Oh, for sure. Actually, Yelly has come on an interview with us as well, and she is a total sweetheart.
Yeah.
And she works with youth as well. So you guys, did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, she in the art out here in Sacramento on the South Side. She was very, very involved in a lot of the youth programs and things like that. Yeah, she's a sweet girl, and I love her whole style, her whole everything about it. I think that's definitely a good idea. And she actually got on here and was offering different coaching and things like that. So she shares her knowledge. I think that's really good, because some people will hold that or hoard that information because they're afraid to see the next person succeed.
Right.
And she was all out with saying that, that she does that and she enjoys to do that.
Yeah.
So definitely, girl, Yelly, if you're listening, hey, it's another pretty girl. She got vocals too. So, now as far as impacts in the music, a lot of times, you can have your family members or mom or whoever, cousins, best friends. Is there anybody that has been supporting you along the way or have had an impact on you?
I feel like the biggest impacts I've had is my friends. They've been the biggest support system to me. I have my best friend in here with me, but then also DJ Goofy was kind of the one who brought us together. So I feel like my friends have really been kind of my backbone when I feel like, I shouldn't do this anymore. Oh, maybe I should try something else. Like, they're like, no, you got to keep on going after it and, just collaborate with people. Try to, get to know different people and just get out of your little bubble. And so I feel like they've definitely been somebody that I could, fall back on when I feel a little bit low.
That is so important. Well, shout out best friend
Mm-hmm.
and the team that is behind her and supporting her and encouraging her. That is really important because all people, we have our moments where we just not feeling it, not into
Yeah.
whatever it is that we're
Mm-hmm.
doing. And especially artists, because artists are so sensitive and particular
Right.
about their craft,
Right.
And so you do need that encouragement because you'll sit on a whole bunch of different stuff and
Mm-hmm.
you're like, I don't know if this is it,
Yeah.
if I'm ready. And then
Mm-hmm.
you have those cheering you on, and that's
Yeah.
really important. So shout
Mm-hmm.
out to your friends.
Yeah.
Is there any message that you want to get out there to your fans? Anything that you want them to know?
I would definitely just say stay true to yourself and don't try to get caught up with impressing anybody but yourself. I feel like when it comes to music, it's just the competition is just with you and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely say, don't hold back. And I mean, as we can tell, 2020 has been a crazy year,
Girl.
and you cannot take anything for granted. So, time is money, and money is time. So definitely go after what you want and, live it up.
Yes, yes, indeed. That is so true. A lot of people say, throw the whole 2020 away. Sometimes we feel like that, but in actuality, there's a lot of lessons within this year for a lot of us. So,
Definitely.
no, we don't throw it away. We're going to go ahead and learn those lessons from this year. Hopefully, a lot of us are taking the opportunity to do self-care,
Mm-hmm.
Really learn more about ourselves, find some hidden talents and things like that.
Get creative.
Get creative, bonding with your family and things like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, no, we don't want to throw the whole 2020 away. There's some goodness in 2020. Now, what's next for you? What's coming down the pipeline for you?
Definitely want to keep on recording. Definitely want to push out an album. Definitely want to start doing some music videos and collaborations because I don't know. I've always, even before the music, I was more kind of supporting my friends, so I would be there in their music videos.
Yes.
And just seeing everything and how it plays out, it was just so much fun. So that's definitely something that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it too. So no videos yet?
No videos yet.
Okay, so we can expect that in 2021?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And then since you touched on you being in videos, check out this girl's page. Like I said, she is gorgeous.
Thank you.
So, you didn't say when I asked other things that you do. However, I mean, I can't, hold back. Apparently, you're a model.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So let's kind of talk about that because, you still do music videos and things like that.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So tell me, how did you get into the modeling?
So modeling started actually kind of in a way that I never would have thought it would have started. So most of my friends are also in the music industry.
Okay.
And so it started off with them just being like, can you come support me, be in my video, bring your friends kind of thing. So it started off like that. And then I just started seeing this is something that I'm really good at. I really like it.
Yeah.
It's really fun. And so through that, after one music video, it was another music video, it was another music video. Then I was like, okay. I started getting some more, people seeing what I could do. And so then I started doing some modeling. My coworker is actually a photographer too. I'm wearing his shirt, Model for Notes.
All right.
So check that out.
Yes.
But I started doing work with him. And so that's just kind of how I grew. After one project to another, it was just it was growing. And so I was like, I don't want to stop this. This is something that's fun.
Yeah.
And I'm growing, I'm learning, doing different group pictures, solo pictures. I even did a photo shoot with my best friend. So it's definitely been a fun journey, and I definitely do like doing that as well.
Yeah, I could tell in your pictures, and you take very, very awesome pictures. Shout out to the photographers. And if you had an opportunity to do one or the other, which way would you go? Would you pursue your music career, or would you full-time model?
That's kind of tricky
I
because
know, right?
I love the two, but I feel like I would probably go for music because I feel like in music you already do modeling because music videos, photo shoots for your album kind of thing. So I feel like those two things already go hand in hand.
Makes sense. Totally makes sense. Now, I had a little sound in my head. Says, forgive me, you guys, if I look startled. So, I do want to take the opportunity. Now, I don't know if on Facebook, I don't know if you have your phone geared up. I like to at least play one song, and I don't know if if you guys will be able to hear everything, but I want to go ahead and allow you to maybe play one of your songs
Okay.
off your radio, off your phone rather,
Nice.
because I want you guys to get a little taste, despite what we're experiencing here. And again, definitely want to welcome you all. I see you guys tapped in and tuned in. I appreciate you guys. It's your girl, Jaja. It's the Queen's Table. And you're here on hype-radio.com. Sitting in here with the beautiful and talented Honeyleek. Yes, she's going to be leaking some new music with us here. We're improvising. That's what we do here. You know how we get down. Our creative minds are always coming up with a way to make things happen. She's going to go ahead and drop some, like I said, some new music here with us. Get a little snippet of what she has to offer. Tell a friend. Yes, I see you guys. I see the comments. Tell a friend to tap in, share the live for sure. Again, it's hype-radio.com. You're listening to the Queen's Table. And I'm just waiting for her just to tune in on
Where should we play it at?
You're gonna play it in the mic right
Okay.
there. Uh-huh.
Yes.
And just wanna make sure it's on and all that good jazz.
Is it on?
I think so.
I hope so, because I've been talking
Ooh, honey, they've been picking up on my mic.
in it.
Oh, Lord. That's all right.
Okay.
You were loud enough to pick up over here, so I'm sure everybody heard us. And, of course, they heard us here on Facebook Live. I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and reintroduce the song that you're going to play a little snippet for us.
Okay, it's called Calling My Phone featuring Rochelle Nicole, and it's produced by Bradley.
Yeah.
Is that on?
Go.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay. Uh-oh. All right, all right. I just want you guys to get a little snippet of what that sounds like. So you guys, I don't know if you guys got to hear it on Facebook as loud as our viewers that are on hype-radio.com. But at least I wanted to allow the opportunity for you guys to be able to, get a little taste of what she has to offer. I'm going to go ahead and give the mic over to you because at the end of the day, you're promoting you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want you to, put all of your social out there. Let the people know if you have anything coming up. I know a lot of times people do different kind of, whether it's raffles or whatever that you have coming up, whether it's a new video or whatever the case may be. Go ahead and put that out there so the people can stay tapped in with you.
My Instagram is Honeyleek with 3 E's, an underscore after the K. My YouTube is also Honeyleek with 3 E's, underscore after the K. SoundCloud, same thing. I don't have anything coming up next, but just follow my Instagram so you can stay tuned to everything.
Okay, perfect. Any shout outs?
Shout out my best friend Nessa. Shout out DJ Goofy for helping me out. Shout out to you. Shout out to Shadow. And just shout out to everyone who's been supporting me.
For sure, for sure. Well, we definitely appreciate you. And I definitely thank you for taking the opportunity and being so patient with us tonight. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's been a ride this evening. But you definitely were down for it. So I definitely appreciate you rolling with the punches tonight. And we look forward to your music is in rotation. So you guys will hear her. Make sure you are tapped in. Download the TuneIn app. That's a great way to listen to Hype Radio. download the TuneIn app, look up hype-radio.com. You can always go to our webpage, hype-radio.com. Like I said, she's in rotation, so you'll be able to hear her music as well. But again, I thank you for really, sitting there and pulling up a chair here at the Queen's table and allowing me to learn more about you as well as the viewers. And we look forward to having you back.
Yes.
Is there any album or anything like that? I know you said you don't have anything coming, but I know people always are working on something. Is it something coming?
I'm working on something. It's coming together, so
Okay.
be tuned. Most likely 2021.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna definitely make sure that we're tapped in with you, videos, music, and more. Should probably get into merch as well, because you know that they all go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you follow your girl. She is on the rise. She is in the town, and I love that you're working with the youth. That's a great thing. I don't know if you want to shout out your program as well. Great opportunity for the viewers to learn more if they are in the town. We're worldwide, so they can learn more about the program too. Because sometimes you never know the thing that catches a person's ear.
Right.
And I want to make sure that I don't, gaze over that. But I do want you to kind of give that shout out for those that are in the Bay Area.
Yeah, Youth Uprising is a youth center for 13 to 24-year-olds. Even though we are closed right now, we are still open to any youth who need counseling, jobs, tutoring, any kind of support. We have a Instagram page. It's Youth Uprising. So if you guys need anything, just follow the Instagram and reach out to us that way.
Perfect. Thank you again. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I wish you well with your endeavors. And like I said, I look forward to having you back with some new music.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the Queen's Table. It's your girl, I'm out. You guys have a safe weekend. It's going to be hot this weekend. So make sure that you guys are in a place where you can be cool and still be masked up. Have a great night.